After we transfer the honey from spinner to the package tank, we will need to transfer this honey for the drum for storage. We have two options. Or we will stay with this honey inside the package tank around 24 until 48 hours for the air bubbles go to the up and you start to package from down, or you remove directly to inside the big drums. This is our case. We use only one package tank. We remove directly the honey for inside the big drums. And after, when we starting to sell this honey, we will put again inside the package tank. We will stay here around 48 hours. And after we will package in these small jars. Okay? Roland, please remove this filter. Okay? And now we will open this drum. And open the tap. At the end of the process, when we finalize to extract the honey, the mass between the wax and honey that are inside the uncapped tank, we can pressing in this machine for separate more the wax and the honey. And this honey is a good honey and we can use for put inside the package tank. If the operation is doing at the same time. If we stay the honey inside the uncapped tank for 2 days, this is not good because the honey absorbs some moisture from the air and we need to have care and transfer at the same time for proceed the separation between wax and honey at the same time. This is the operation that we will do now. Let's go, Daniel. Here is our wax and honey. a little bit quantity of honey and a lot of quantity of wax. This is the function of this pressing. After this, we have some drops of honey. We will put close the apiary for the bees coming and clean and eating the rest of the honey that we have here. We finished the extraction process. After do all steps of extraction, we storage the honey inside these big drums with 300 kg each. And the honey is transported from the processing room to the storage room. This is our storage room with the honey storage inside the drums, and they stay here until the moment that we start to package in small jars. For each honey that we harvest, we collect samples for send it to the laboratory for check the quality. All honey that we harvest, we can tracking. We have the traceability for each batch. After extraction, I will show you how we preserve the empty frames. We will put these frames with some drops of honey close in an apiary for the bees cleaning the rest of the honey, and after we will bring the frames and storage inside our cold chamber that I will show you. The temperature inside is around 7.5 degrees. These are the frames that are empty, that we remove the honey. The bees remove the rest of the honey that was inside the cells. And after dry, we storage here inside the cold chamber. This is very important operation. Why? Because the bees need to eat around 10 kg of honey for produce only 1 kg of wax. If we lose this wax, the bees will need to have a consumption next season of honey for produce more combs, more cells for storage honey. Then it will be a big damage if we lose this wax comb. That's why we stay here with these frames. We have in this country a pest which name is wax moth. It's a small butterfly that lays eggs on the wax, and in few days create a larva that starts to eating all wax, and it's very, very hungry, and they will eating all wax of the frame. Welcome everyone. We have two different flows inside our establishment. The first flow is starting with the harvest in the field until storage, the honey inside the big drums that you saw before. We extract the honey and storage inside the big drums. Now we receive the demands and we will start to package this honey that is inside the big drum in small jars. And for doing this, we need first to clean the jars that we will use it. For this, we are washing the jars for removing any dirty and any piece of glass that are inside. After dry, we will transfer for the package room and we will show you how to proceed the packing. It is very important regarding to wash the bottles that we do not use it any chemicals, any tablets for put inside the machine. We use only hot water, and our water we have control quality twice a year, doing the chemical and microbiological tests for check if our water is good or no. But we have this control almost of time during the year. We continue yet at the second flow. We are removing the honey from inside the big drums and package in small jars. For doing this, we need to transfer the honey from the big drums that we extract before and transfer and put inside this package tanks. The honey will stay here around 48 hours for the small dirty and the bubbles that formed inside the system go to the up, and we have in this tank a special tap on down, which name is knife tap, for cut the flow of honey when we are packing manually. We will show you how to proceed. Now we will start to show to you how to packet the A cell. Welcome. We need to prepare an order for deliver next week for sales some summer honey that we already harvest in this season, the fresh honey. Okay. For package the honey, after we proceed the extraction and storage the honey inside the big drums, we need to transfer this honey already harvested and already extracted for these tanks, stainless steel tanks. These tanks, the name is package tanks. They are built in stainless steel, and we put on the top a filter, a strainer, for transfer the honey from the big drums for inside this tank. For removing, we use the strainer and the filters for removing the rest of the small parts of the bees as antennas, wings, legs that stay inside the honey. And the honey will be stored in this tank for around 48 hours. This time is necessary because anytime that I movement the honey from one side to another side, when I have the movement with the drums, we starting to create some bubbles inside the honey. Then, when you put this honey using a bucket for transfer or a honey pump, we will create bubbles, and we need to be that this honey will stay here resting for at the minimum 48 hours for the bubbles that has less weight than the honey will go to the top, and the honey will be clean on down. After this time, we can package manually, or we can transfer for another drum or another bucket and use, if we need to package a lot of honey, we need this semi-automatic machine for package the honey, and we have conditions to package around 500 jars of with a capacity of 550 grams, around 1 hour, 500 bottles with this capacity in only 1 hour. This is the machine that we use when we have a lot of work. Instead, we use the manual system for package. We package using this machine here. We are almost finalizing to processing the honey, and during all process you didn't see anything for heat process on the honey. All extraction, all package of our honey is a cold process. We do not use any heat. And now for finish and package the honey using a package machine, we need to adjust exactly the weight of jars, the capacity to receive the honey, according the size of each jar, each bottle. Then we will show you how to proceed.